This segment is sponsored by the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority. Reagan National and Dulles International Airports are undergoing major upgrades. New lounges, local dining, and the $7 billion Dulles Next project are bringing more comfort and convenience to the travel experience. So joining us today to break down what we can expect in the near future, we have Jaimini Erskine and Richard Golinowski from MWAA. Welcome to Great Day Washington.
Thank you for having us.
We love to hear about upgrades at the airport, right? More comfort, making it easier for us. Jaimini, we'll start with you. Last time we talked about the ongoing project at Reagan National, DCA Reimagined. How is that all progressing?
Well, it's progressing very well. We've been under construction for the last year, but we have some new stuff that just opened up. So I know last time we talked about the American Express Centurion Lounge.
Yes.
It is now open. So
Great.
that opened in August.
Okay.
We just recently this week opened up a new concept called Capital One Landing, which is a collaboration with Capital One and Chef Jose Andres, and the food is fantastic.
Yes.
We've just upgraded also one of our hold room areas, so we have new seating and we have new carpeting in those areas. And then we opened up some new local concepts as well. We just opened up Lucky Buns, which is our favorite burger joint from DC.
Yeah.
We have a new retail location called The Neighbor Goods. And then we also opened up just this past week Atlas Brew Works and Zeke's Coffee. And so a lot of new stuff coming from a local standpoint. But the biggest thing is our restrooms for this project. And so we did manage to open up one set of restrooms so far, and they look fantastic, and I'll talk a little bit more about those when we come back.
That's like my favorite part of all. I love the restaurants with the restrooms.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, Richard, we know that Dulles has undergone a lot of changes recently. What's maybe in store for the next decade if we're looking 10 years out?
Dulles is going to be undergoing an incredible expansion and renovation over the next 10 years. In fact, some people are referring to it as the decade of Dulles. And as you mentioned, we're calling it Dulles Next for the construction project. And just to give you an idea of where we're going, last year in 23, we had about 24 million passengers. This year we're up to about 27. Over the next 10 years, we're expecting 30% growth. So we anticipate a lot of growth, a lot of new entrants into the aviation system in the region. And as a result, we need to expand. So we're adding gates, we're adding ramp space, and we're adding parking facilities.
Okay. I know a lot of people, when you go by, you're seeing a lot of exterior changes. Is that all part of Dulles Next as well?
Yes, it definitely is. So the first phase is what we call Concourse E, and that's 7 new gates, primarily international, going to be used primarily by United, at least initially. And this is the beginning of the transformation, the beginning of additional gates. So overall, we're going to have Concourse E, Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and then more phases beyond. So this is a $7 billion construction project that we have slated for the next 15 years. So our team is ready and anxious to get this going.
Wow. Okay, so you're both busy, it sounds like. For DCA Reimagined, that is also a comprehensive multi-year project.
That's right.
There are new things that are coming within the next year. Mention everything that's just opened up already. So what's coming in 2025?
So, well, we are still going to have a lot of construction walls up. So we have a lot of the remaining restrooms that are going to be under barricades, so everyone's going to see those. And then we also have a lot of concessions that are still going to be under the barricade as well. But you know, our restroom program is really what's going to be the highlight, and you know, we're talking about bigger stalls, more space, you know, upgraded amenities, and so we're really anxious to get that moving forward, and then as we go into, you know, the whole project itself, I mean, we were very, very conscious about the passenger experience. And so we wanted to make sure that we were putting up signage in very strategic places. You know, so as you're going up to the barricade walls, if you can't find a restroom, you know, we'll have maps available so people can find the next available restroom. We'll also have QR codes up, so they'll be able to scan the QR code and find what the next restroom, available restroom is. Same thing with the concessions program. Since we are still under the redevelopment of the concessions program, you know, you know, you can scan the QR code. We're going to direct people to whatever is available, but we are going to have limited options at the end of the concourses too. But remember, we talked about last time those destination restaurants. Those are going to be going up next year. So lots of construction walls, but a lot of good things coming.
Holiday travel is here upon us. Any tips to make it really easy? I know so many people are traveling next week.
Well, definitely for Reagan National, getting there to the airport early, especially to navigate all the changes. that we're having.
Yeah.
And reserve your parking early if you can. We have reservations that you can do online or through our app, but definitely do that as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And
Same
just like
Richard?
National, Dulles is going to be very busy. We're expecting 5% increase in traffic just for the holiday season for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So like National for domestic, 2 hours early, international, 3 hours early. Reserve your parking if you can, and don't forget we have the Silver Line, so use the
Yes.
Metro whenever you can.
Yes, that was one of the biggest, nicest upgrades to get out there. Thank you both. We appreciate it. If you would like to learn more about everything that's happening at Reagan National and Dulles International Airports, you can visit flyreagan.com or flydulles.com.